You're listening to the Pepper and Me podcast, Around the Dinner Table with Cherie, Cam and Lorne, where we chat all things food and business.
Welcome back to the Pepper and Me podcast. My name is Cam.
I'm Cherie.
And we are here today with George. So George has actually just slotted in to take Lorne's place.
So today, our podcast host Lorne is off potentially having a baby, so we get to take the reins of the dinner table today.
We'll see how we go.
I thought we might do an After Dark episode, but then I realised there's probably not much difference between an After Dark episode and what we do normally anyway. So we'll just do a normal episode. But we've got our special guest George here today. George is our good friend. He's a well-known face in the Bay of Plenty hospo scene, mainly because you spend all of your time at the pub.
Rich.
Your other accolades, is that how you say that? Accolade?
Yeah, I think
include opening Henry and Ted, which started as an ice cream stall at the markets and evolved into one of the greatest cafes in the Bay. Pump it up a little bit. You're a sensational cook, although I have seen you absolutely destroy a Scotch fillet.
I knew this was coming.
Which you will never live down. George and I have shared many plates together. We both have a deep love for food, drink, and lots of laughter, so it's a delight to have you here on the podcast today.
Yay! Great intro.
So we'll just run through our couple weekly. We're not going to do our follow, but we'll do our on the plate.
Yeah.
And then our food trend, and then we'll...
Yeah, we had a pretty good on the plate this week, didn't we?
Yeah, so Campbell and I shared a plate, many plates, we went to the first Flavours of Plenty event on Sunday evening, which was a competition. It was called Battle of the Snack, and it was some of the Bay's hottest up-and-coming rising chef stars, mentored by the biggest stars of the chef world in the Bay.
Were they from various restaurants?
Yeah, it was Perrin. He was from Clarence and Picnicker, and now he's at Saltwater and Dexia. And Neil from Solera.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian from Sugo. Yeah.
Nice.
They're a good team, actually. And then each of the students had done a snack, like a canapé, and there were some really interesting ones, weren't there?
Yeah, no.
There was 12 different things I think we tried.
Yeah, actually, I'm a bit hazy on the very first few because the midway point they got a lot. I thought the best ones came out a little bit.
We started with oysters, and we had like a Bloody Mary oyster, which was like a frozen Bloody Mary granita, and then there was like a gin and tonic oyster or something. It had
I missed it.
lime pearls.
I missed that one.
Did you?
You
were
a bit
late.
late. Yeah.
Do you eat oysters?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiddo.
When you with me.
Yeah, when I'm with Cherie, or on a great summer's day.
And then we had something that was Neil's dish, and it was a Fambadoo oyster, which was like
What was the topping on it?
It was almost like, you know how they do
What
bacon.
does
I know.
Fambadoo mean, Cherie?
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know. I like it though.
Do you know?
No idea.
It
Sounds like a bird.
That's disclaimer
It
today.
had flavours similar to the bacon and Worcester one,
Oh, yeah.
but it was pork fat and something else, like almost like a pork fat jam kind of thing on it. And they flamed them. They lit them on fire.
I think that was the very first one I had.
That was the first thing you had.
Yeah, because then the next one was the shooter.
Oh, yeah, then we had a shooter, which was...
What's that on top?
So it was a pani puri, which is like an Indian ball they make of like a chickpea flour, and it puffs up, and then they usually fill it with tamarind and potato and yogurt. Have you tried them?
No.
They're really nice, but it was like a fusion thing. So there was like a mojito kind of sauce on the bottom, mint, lime, and then in the little ball was like a kingfish sashimi thing. So you're supposed to eat the fish and then shot the lime and mint. And I didn't like it.
Yeah, it didn't go very high.
Because the fish was plain, and then it was in this crisp, and then you have the thing. But if you mix the sauce into the fish, which was what I did second, and then eat it, it was really yum.
Right.
The flavours were great.
Yeah, a bit confusing in the old execution of how to consume.
But I think
that
they were
one.
trying to like break out of the mould and do something really cool.
Yeah, I wish they'd told us to mix it, because I think that's probably how you're meant to.
No, I don't think you were. I think you're supposed to mix it in your mouth.
Because it was better like that.
It was better like that.
And then
The macaron was another one that was really interesting. And I think that was, I don't know if it was a competition dish or something, but it was a macaron,
I saw a pic of that, yeah.
chocolate ganache, chicken liver parfait, and then a hibiscus jam on top.
with rosemary.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
It was very sweet. And when you took a bite, you're like, oh, this is quite yum. And then I thought, what if you take the top half of the macaron off and just have like the parfait on the bottom half of the macaron? and it was the parfait was very, very salty.
Yeah.
Like nice, but it didn't work that way. It worked altogether, and it was a sweet dish with a pop of salt, not a savoury dish.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
It was almost
It was weird, but
But it worked.
I liked it. Yeah, we ate it all.
the ratio to the ratio of the macaron and the parfait.
Yeah.
If you'd taken the top off, that
Yeah.
would have been like way better. But there's
Yeah, but it
quite a lot of
didn't
macaron.
taste- I think it didn't taste right without the top.
It reminds me of a dish years ago when I was managing a bar in Wanaka, and we did this venison dish with a chocolate sauce.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sounds horrific, but it worked. It's
They
amazing.
often
right.
put berries or chocolate with venison, eh?
Yeah.
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 in
Why
the
is-
sauce.
weird.
I've
Why
heard
is
of as
that?
well.
You would think it wouldn't work because they're both so rich, but,
Yeah.
but it kind of does.
And there's that Mexican like mole dish that's got chocolate in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a
oh,
braised
the-
meat dish.
I had one of those over
Yeah.
in Mexico. Eh?
You didn't like it.
They just serve you. It was it's like a mud
You
pie.
didn't like any of the food in Mexico.
Oh, some of it was.
Better than Hawaii, though.
Shit, yeah, light years. Now some of it was
Just gonna
great.
stick to fish tacos in Mexico.
Yeah, the prawn tacos were probably the safest bet. And it was actually quite cool. Everywhere you go for like a beer, they'd give you like a little bowl of chips and guac, like pretty mean, like just
Yeah.
standard for free.
Yeah.
The best part of
I
it.
reckon New Zealand could take a little bit of a leaf out of that book.
Well, not with avocados at $4 each.
Yeah, okay, maybe not then.
It would be good though. And I wanted to go back to that dinner because the standout for me was it was a cream power inside a profiterole with the squid ink crackling on top. The show crackle. You know how they do that disc and then
Yeah.
cook it over the profiterole. And that was my favourite.
Oh,
the
yeah.
cream power inside. I
Yeah.
thought that was great.
Yeah, that was
Love
good.
power.
Yeah, and it was quite similar to that like crayfish and the eclair, like similar concept at Onzo. Like take away the brioche and replace it with the choux pastry thing. Is it choux pastry? Yeah. Anyway, that was my favourite. What was your favourite?
My favourite was it was like a venison tata and a chicken liver parfait, but then like a little mini taco in a quinoa shell.
Oh, there's no parfait in it.
Yeah, there was.
And the venison tata.
Yeah, there was like
No, that was on the macaron.
no, it was in the tata too.
No, that was a smoked mayo.
Ooh, got that one mixed up.
Yeah, you just.
Anyway,
How many
was
beers had you had at this point, Cam?
Yeah.
couple.
We
But-
should mention that
On
as
one.
the standout part of the evening was they just kept giving us alcohol all night.
Non-stop.
Like all non-stop, yeah.
But anyway, that mayo, mean.
Yeah, the mayo was mean.
That dish was I thought it was great. And then probably my next favourite was the mushroom dish. Which what did that sit on?
So it was on a nori, but you know how you put, like if you do nori and rice paper, like I think they put it inside the rice paper. You know when you deep fry rice paper, it puffs into like that crisp?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. And then it had a mushroom ketchup, sliced oyster mushrooms like sautéed, deep fried enoki mushrooms and pickled enoki mushrooms.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like all the elements. And that one, Kelly Brett, she's the editor of Cuisine, she judged that as the best dish. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was
you liked it.
It was good. I don't think it was better than I think the power dish and the venison dish was better.
The power dish wasn't one of the students though, so we couldn't pick that.
That's right.
I know.
Because there was another. The
I picked
macaron was
the-
one
I-
of them too. That
yeah,
was like that. Eh?
I voted for the venison.
Yeah.
And the venison won people's choice. But I did spend a long time trying to figure out what she would be judged, like what her judging criteria was. Because the mushroom dish had a lot of elements. Like you had the pickle, you had the deep fried, you had the crisp, you had the sauce, you had the sauté. Like there was a lot of different parts. And I
Yeah.
think that they take that into consideration.
Yeah, and you also you,
Yeah.
you were talking about like the other elements too, like the fact that the person cooking the venison dish
Yeah.
does it every day or something along.
Oh, well, I've just seen he was the chef for Picnica, and I know they have a venison tata on the menu at Picnica. But, like, not many people would
yeah,
pick up on that.
Yeah,
I don't think Kelly Brett would, but it was just interesting. I'm like, oh, I wonder if...
yeah. Wonder if that's taken.
Yeah, anyway, it was a great night and great way to kick off the Flavours of Plenty. I'm going to the progressional dinner tomorrow. Have you ever done one of those?
No, but you've told me about it. Yeah.
So we're going to 5 different restaurants and you don't know what you're getting, but you like walk between each place.
Hope it's
for
not
each-
raining.
Of course, yeah, me too, actually, it's supposed to be.
who did they replace for Surgo?
I don't know if Sugo's still in it or not. I don't
Why?
know.
Right.
Did they pull out?
They flooded. They had a flood.
What?
Yeah. Shut down.
Yeah.
Actual?
Yeah, like
Oh,
about
we
10
were going to
days
go
ago.
there on Saturday night with like 20 people.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Yeah, might want to rethink that one.
Unless they're planning on reopening by this week.
Oh.
I saw it was next week they're looking to
It's a
reopen.
blowout.
Now the waiter at the dinner on Sunday said they're probably closed for 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Because he's from there, isn't
That's
he?
not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
No. Oh, where are you going to go? On Saturday night.
Don't know.
Sugo's great.
Yeah, Sugo's
Go
up
out
there,
to Alma. If you're
Yeah,
up
I
that
thought
way
that.
anyway.
Yeah.
Back to Lantern.
Yeah, that's a bit too far.
I need to ban Lantern from
Lantern,
the podcast because we talk
yeah.
about it every week.
Yeah, I'm conscious of that today.
Yeah, we're not mentioning Lantern today.
Bit late.
Oh yeah. Okay, what's been on your plate, George?
Sorry, just having a beer. Well, last night, Dad's here, so we're off a farm in Central Otago. He brought up a whole lamb, or hogget actually.
What, on the plane?
Yeah,
A whole lamb.
cut up.
Okay.
So we had a 4-quarter last night, which was good. Roast,
Yeah.
cooked for about 4 hours. It was outstanding, and yeah, way better than a leg.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because we had a leg the other week.
Yeah,
It was great.
Literally
I thought it
just
was
fell to
great.
pieces. Didn't even need to carve it
Yum.
out the gate.
Can you even buy a 4-quarter?
Yeah, you can. It's more common in the South Island, but you can go to the butcher and ask.
Yeah.
But occasionally I've bought one at like Pack and Save.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's so much better than a leg.
Yeah, I just don't recall
Yeah,
like
it's like
seeing
all the
that
shoulder
around.
and
Yeah,
a
yum.
bit more fatty and
What did you do with it?
literally just olive oil.
No, I mean like on the side.
Oh, just roast veggies, peas and broccoli.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Mint sauce,
Farm.
gravy.
You're pretty good at the classic, eh?
You do like
Oh,
it.
I'm off the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
And I had a Vongola in Auckland the other week.
What's that?
What is that?
Spaghetti alla Vongola.
Ah,
Clam spaghetti.
yum.
Oh, okay.
Italian classic, yeah.
From where?
So, Portofino's in
yeah.
Viaduct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had very low expectations.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a chain store.
because,
Out of all the places you could have gone in the viaduct.
well, we were hungover and I felt like a pasta. But our waiter, literally, he was fresh off the boat. He didn't speak a word of English, and I don't know where he's from. He didn't speak Italian either.
Right.
So we had very low expectations. I had a Aperol Spritz, and it was the worst I've ever had in my life. It was
Really?
about $18. So we lowered our expectations, and the Vongola was actually quite good. No Italian Vongola, but
No.
yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
And the other one, I know you've mentioned it, but the mussels at the Pap House is my favourite. I've had it twice in the last week.
I talked about it last
So good, yeah.
So good, eh?
yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the garlic bread?
I wouldn't go as far to say, like you did, that it's better than home. That's an absolute yarn.
Yeah, all right. But I don't know, maybe I just haven't had that sort
And
of
it's
garlic
like the
bread for
whitest
years.
bread you've ever
Yeah, it's so white. It's so much butter.
But it actually doesn't matter. Like, you just dip it in that curry.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's very enjoyable.
But yeah, that was a big call. But you're good at big calls.
Loves an outrageous
and then,
statement,
and then backtracking.
Sweeping the foot.
Yeah, no, you got to be
Yeah,
bold.
but
You gotta be bold.
I met with Bobby, the owner of the Pep House, yesterday, and
yeah?
went over his new menu. So
Oh, did you? Was it good?
yeah, it looks good.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
a few good
You
dishes
got some
coming.
pepper and me on there. I gave him some
No, I need
seasonings.
to-
I was trying to convince him to.
I need to suggest that.
I thought he might be able to do like the fried chicken burger with our fried chicken seasoning.
He does like 5 burgers.
Yeah, he doesn't need to, but that's all right. Anyway, moving on.
That was,
Food trend. Have you got one? You've got one.
Yeah, I've seen one floating around this week actually on social media.
Yeah?
Espresso martini.
Nicole
parmesan.
Nicole at work said about this today.
Yeah,
when I,
people have been grating parmesan on top.
Parmesan in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
that's outrageous.
I wouldn't mind giving it a
We'll have to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like everyone that go, putting cheese on top of coffee. I don't think can't say I've thought about that one, but
It's pretty random. You can make anything a trend. You just make a big call and like see who follows you.
Yeah.
See who agrees.
It's silly enough to give it a go.
That's
Maybe
weird.
we should
Yeah.
try start a trend.
I reckon
Yeah.
we definitely should.
Let's come up with one.
Yeah, you
just
could
something out the
say
gate.
absolutely anything.
You could always try the ice cream with fish oil again. That's already.
That's already done the rounds. Soft
Oh, that
serve
was a
with
while
chili
back.
oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's done, Cam.
It was just an idea, putting ideas out there.
All right.
It's all about
Okay.
the brain trust.
What's yours, George? Have you got
Oh, it's like, I was just thinking about this today, but it's not really a new one, but I was just thinking like mozzarella and stracciatella. It's
Yeah.
just so good, like, to see it being like mainstream and
Yeah.
all throughout the menus in New
Yes.
Zealand now,
Yeah.
because when I discovered it years ago in Italy, I came back and there was literally like nothing.
No one was doing
No one was doing it.
it.
I
Especially
think,
stracciatella.
yeah.
It's like really in the last
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
18 months.
Yeah.
Like become quite
I think
mainstream on the
like
menu.
when I got back, like I was buying like Clevedon mozzarella, or buffalo, but yeah, it's just so good to have it on the
Can't
menus
buy
everywhere.
it anywhere.
It's so hard to buy and it's bloody expensive.
It is, but did you see that I've made it? I've been making it. There's like a little hack, and you just shred out the mozzarella.
Yeah,
and
I've
soak
tried
it in
that.
Cream.
Yeah, I
Did
added
you
too
make
much
that?
cream though.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
Did I give you your cream?
No.
Oh.
Where is it in the car?
I can't remember.
What are you bringing cream around
She
for?
asked me to bring her cream.
Anyway, what about you, Cherie?
Well, my trend is not food related. I actually had a different. I was going to cancel scrambled tofu, but then I remembered what I did on Thursday, and I went to try a new trend, but it's not a food trend. Have you heard of sun gazing?
Yeah. I may have heard of this.
Like, you go naked in the sun, and you you have to get your full bum like in the direct sunlight.
Oh, is this what you're doing in the Coromandel?
Yeah.
Apparently, it
I sent you a Snapchat.
energy.
Yes, I got that.
I was sending naked Snapchats to everyone.
Next birthday, that'll pop out.
You can like Emma.
Yeah, actual. Yeah, I was just having like such a nice day by myself. It was a beautiful day, and like water was beautiful. And I was like, I might go here, like no one was around. I was like, I'll just get naked, lie in the sun for a while.
No
And I'm
tan
like,
lines.
Nah. Although, judging from the photo I took, like there was some highlighter white going on.
Just poking out the back.
But
It's
it
like-
reckons it gives you the same amount of energy as 8 hours of sunlight to do 5 minutes of sun gazing.
Really?
Yes, to go directly in
Did
your...
you hear about that time Gordon Ramsay was cooking naked and he sautéed his balls?
No, I did not hear about this. Is there more story to tell? Or?
I don't know more, but I remember Paul Henry was going on about it back in the day when he
Wow.
was on breakfast.
That'd
and
be
he-
quite hard to accidentally do.
Well, it must have been a low bench.
Unless they're real saggy and flopping around.
Probably are.
They probably are.
He's a runner.
I'd imagine, but he's so tight. He's so uptight. I'd imagine they're all shriveled up tight from all his shouting.
When you go back to your sun gazing?
Okay, sun gazing. I felt extremely energised. I went and had like a 2-hour swim. I was having a great day anyway. That was just like...
Your confidence will be through the roof too.
Yeah,
Like you just
yeah.
go, "Ooh,
And I was up high on the hill, so there's like 100 houses that I could see, but I hope that they couldn't see me.
You're probably even closer to the sun too.
Been in the Coromandel quite a lot recently.
Oh, I've been doing some work up there.
Oh, right, yeah. Visiting stockers.
Same stock.
Are you, yeah.
Hey guys, back
Are
again.
you the new Pepper and Me rep?
The Coromandel's been well looked after lately. No, I've just been very stressed at work lately.
Well, they need our business. They've had a rough summer.
Get away.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I have been tagging along with Heart Eyes because it's actually I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking we need to do a whole podcast on this, different podcast, but like it's so hard to date someone when you have kids.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard logistically.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to grab if there's a few days. Otherwise, I have stuff on every Friday, Saturday night when I don't have the kids. And so it's just all like events and things like that.
So
and
you
there's
got to follow them to the Coromandel.
Well, I kind of yeah. It's nice though. It's not bad in the Coromandel.
Worst places to go.
Yeah, we did have to go to Thames the other week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't great, but
Oh, it's
Not much going on.
definitely getting better
Teams.
though, eh? Like there's more stuff starting to happen.
Is there?
Went in Thames.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hate it. It was good. I loved that wharf place. We went to. I think it was cool. And do you know what? Someone messaged me and they're like, I know the chef who made that seafood chowder. Send her the podcast. So she's been listening to it.
Oh, awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that
and
is
she's
cool.
like, oh, you're talking about my seafood chowder on the podcast. Yeah, so it's quite nice. Anyway, moving on.
What's on next?
Well, by the time we put this podcast up, it would have been on, but I've got my big event on Friday. And last year I actually did an event with George for the Flavours of Plenty.
Oh.
So I was just wondering, would you like to talk about the event, George?
I heard you've already talked about it on here, and that was enough.
Was it? What did I say?
I want to hear your
Said
side
it
of the
was
story.
terrible. It was terrible. But as you said, the guests didn't know,
They didn't know.
which is, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it
They
actually...
didn't know that we. Oh my God, it was horrific. One of the worst nights of my life.
I don't think you didn't say 2 words the whole night, eh?
Oh, it was horrific.
You were just
Horrific.
not good. I
Anyway,
walked in
moving
and
right along.
I want to talk about it.
What was your job supposed to be that night?
Well, our roles sort of changed. We were just trying to do anything. Yeah. We didn't really have any recipes, and we didn't really have chefs that knew
You didn't have any
anything.
chefs.
No.
Didn't have any wait staff.
We were in between head chefs
Yeah.
and, yeah.
Someone came up to me yesterday and they're like, I can't wait for your event on Friday. Came to you one last year. It was spectacular.
Good.
I was thinking,
Good.
Good.
Just smiling at
It can only get better.
Hopefully it can get better from... Yeah, the food was good though. I think we did really well with the food. I've actually
Thanks to, what's her name? Jess.
Yeah, Jess.
She saved the day.
Jess from Pepper and Me.
Poor old Jess.
She came to drop some food off and we're
Yeah.
like, you're actually not
Yeah,
leaving.
you're required for 8 hours.
Get in the kitchen.
Oh, did she slide on in?
Not everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
She didn't have a good poker face either. Neither did I, to be fair.
I walked in at 5 and you were like so calm and I was like, is everything all right? And you're like, yep.
No.
What's going on? What's happening?
It was the
Calm.
gluten-free, the non-gluten-free bread that tipped me over the edge.
Was it?
It was just all mixed up with the...
Oh, the gluten bread.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And I walked into...
Anyway, we didn't kill anyone. We were actually waiting the next day. We're like,
I wonder if anyone's gonna
wait for
call.
some celiacs to
I got
call
in trouble. Someone called the health department on me that night as well because I'd been prepping food here and Lorne's dog had run through the
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
but I wasn't like... I mean, that obviously shouldn't have happened. But I just didn't even like... Think of it because obviously this isn't the kitchen that I work in is not our commercial kitchen. The commercial kitchen's downstairs.
Yeah.
Which would never have a dog
There's
in.
always a Karen.
But I was upstairs, like getting some bits ready in our like staff room kitchen, and Taz walked through and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's disgusting!" Call the health department.
Yeah, I remember that too, actually.
Yeah, I mean probably fair.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
look at it like that.
But
But
I guess-
because I'm just cooking lunch here every day, it's so like it's pretty free for all.
And it's like everyone here knows, like, Taz as well. Like, it's not like you're serving that to anyone else.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's just lunch, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
we're not selling food. We're not. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Moving on. That was my food trend. We're going to do foods to cancel this week instead of follow of the week because I feel like it's really hard when you're listening to a podcast, especially if you're driving, to go and then
Look them up.
search them.
Yeah.
I feel like no, it's not actually
Yeah.
happening. So we're going to change. We'll do foods to cancel this week. I have to think of another segment if anyone's got any ideas. Right. Yeah. What have you guys?
Me? Okay, I'll kick it off. My first thing I want to cancel is berry flavoured ciders.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I could do an apple cider, but
Oh, at the Pap House. Oh, actually, it's just been taken off, but they had a rhubarb and apple.
Oh yeah.
Really, it sounds sweet, but it was
It wasn't
amazing.
right. Was
So
it?
that's not a berry.
yeah, it's not berry.
What about the plum?
Yeah,
'Cause I
too
like the
sweet.
George plum one.
Oh, I don't.
I can't comment.
I don't like that.
I like one. I could have one. Well, yeah. Okay.
I feel like
Berry can be
there'd
cancelled.
be a berry flavoured cider called Berry Bliss.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a berry bliss. Eh?
100%.
No good. Probably a non-alcoholic one too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's my top one. And the other thing I think I'd cancel too is banana flavoured fruit bursts.
Oh,
Yeah.
banana flavoured anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripe bananas, they should be just outlawed.
Yeah.
I'd rather die.
Is that on your list then?
No, it's not.
Oh, what's on your list this week?
Sun-dried tomatoes, hate them.
Oh, okay.
No good.
Yeah, that's such a. I'd definitely dispute that. I love.
Charlotte's the same.
She,
No,
yeah,
they're
you guys
terrible.
neither of you like sun-dried
Terrible.
tomatoes or anything.
I think because we used to put them in the savoury scones at Henry and Ted,
Yeah.
and I think I just made them too much. Because
Yeah.
I did used to like them.
Yeah.
Horrific.
So what, sun-dried tomatoes and oil or actual just sun-dried tomatoes?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, they can go.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think in a salad, if you've got like a boring
Oh.
green salad or something, it brings a little something.
boring.
Yeah. All right. Fine. I'll
Ruins.
cancel them.
Anything else?
Yeah, this might be a bit controversial, but bagels.
Okay,
I like that.
Continue.
I'm not a fan of bagels. Too dense.
Yeah.
And I've just never really had a good one.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair call.
Not for me.
Nah.
I don't know about that. I know what you mean. They are pretty solid pieces of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Although,
I guess in hindsight, I'd rather have a piece of sourdough.
Someone told me that eating one bagel is equivalent to 6 pieces of toast.
Yeah, no,
So
they-
pretty much
that'd
not
be
eating
right.
bagels.
Yeah, that's why they're so dense.
Yeah.
they're pretty calorie dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Not.
But
yeah.
if you do like bagels, you should go to Little Guy Bagels because the boys there are awesome.
Never eaten it.
No, I had
you
their
had bagels.
jalapeno one. It was quite good.
What else is on that? Is it the tuna one?
No,
Yeah. Okay. I haven't been there for ages.
neither.
Some places, you know, in America, they do bagels quite differently to us, though. And they fill because there's like that much filling, whereas in New Zealand we get like 2 slices of shaved ham. In America, there's like a half a kilo of sliced meats and cheeses and stuff, and then they cut it down the middle.
I had one in America.
Did you?
Like when I was there just recently, and like it's really like you're talking about the calories before.
Yeah.
In America, they list them all.
Oh, do they?
Like I think it's part of the law. Or I don't know, but everything on the menu is like.
Do they
listed.
read them? It doesn't look like it.
that's another topic. But, yeah, and like you're ordering like your egg and whatever, and it's like 1,200 calories, which is like so like it's a pretty dense meal.
Actually, I just remembered this. We went to Fiji last year, and the only thing open in the airport was it Best Ugly Bagels?
Yes,
there?
that's a classic airport food.
Literally the
Yeah.
only thing open at the airport.
Daylight robbery though, eh?
And it was like, like $17 for like a bit of basil and I can't even remember.
I hate
Mozzarella
the
is
bacon.
terrific.
Use that bacon, and it's middle bacon with the rind on it.
Why?
That actually ruined my whole experience. Lucky,
Yeah.
lucky we got koru, we don't have to go there.
to the lounge.
Off
Yeah,
to the lounge, powdered scrambled eggs and
we were
steak.
flying Fiji Airways. Real povo.
Real problem. It's not a good use of your koru membership. Yeah, no, I didn't like it, but I quite like their plain ones. Like Pepper had a Marmite and cheese one, and she loved it. She thought it was great.
Yeah.
What, just from Best Ugly
Yeah,
Bagels?
they do like a Marmite and cheese one, and
It's got a mousetrap, eh?
this is a debate. This is a big debate
Okay.
because if everyone you ask is going to tell you a different thing about a mousetrap. A lot of people think it's spaghetti with melted cheese.
Okay.
Some people think Marmite and cheese.
Is it an island? Is it like North Island, South Island type situation?
I don't know. I
or-
saw Rose's dining table do a poll on this the other night because other people think it's something else as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I always thought it was Marmite and
I thought
cheese.
so too.
Yeah. And then spaghetti and cheese
But
is
if
just.
you think about what the name is, like a mousetrap, does that mean it looks like a mouse, like cut in half?
I've never thought
Then
of that.
spaghetti makes more sense.
Yeah.
Baked beans and.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I've got one more.
Okay.
We sell them at work.
Oh, I was just going to call you out because didn't you have a bagel on the last menu as well with kids?
Oh, no, we have bagels at work, but I'm not eating them.
Yeah. All right.
I don't care.
Okay.
Cronuts. Have you had a cronut?
No.
They're like
A croissant.
in between
I hate donuts in all shapes.
We sell them at work. We get them from Valari.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, they are horrific. You squeeze them and it just oozes with Cam, you'd die. Like all this butter and like oil and
Deep
that.
fried croissant.
Yeah.
In like croissant dough deep fried into a square,
there's
and then they
custard in the middle.
custard or filling. And
They are
Do people request
absolutely
them, or-
awful.
yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, we sold. A lady ordered 10 yesterday to pick up this morning.
Oh,
No, yeah, that would
Felt
be a
ill
food trend
serving
from
her.
like 8 years ago. That should definitely be gone out the window. You should replace it with a nice ham cheese croissant, like the ones
We do them as well.
baked ham and the ones that they have the ham and cheese baked inside.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
the French do.
Oh, wow.
Yes, those are bomb.
Yes.
That-
I've never seen that.
have you not?
No.
Yeah,
They are-
there's local like French food truck that they do it at the markets.
Yeah,
Really
I
good.
used to get them at Artisan Bakery. It's one of my favourite pastries.
All right. Yeah.
Way better than a sweet one.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
way better than an almond croissant.
Yeah.
for me.
I'm not a big fan of an almond croissant.
No, neither.
In France, I am. Not here. I would never
Not
order
here.
one here.
No.
You're right. Okay. Transport me there, and we can
And
have that
yeah, it's true.
conversation.
Let's go. I'm keen. Hate New Zealand.
See you.
Mine, I wrote down pre-cooked sausages because
Oh.
100%. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
horrendous.
surely
Yeah. Nah.
we're done with that.
But you had one at Bunnings the
Why
other
it's
day.
on my list.
I've seen you to eat Cheerios too.
Oh,
Cheerios are fine. They're not. They're different.
I actually did have about 6, but so did J-Dog.
Yeah.
We were, they were supposed to
out.
be for the kids,
Yeah.
but we were
Shout out to
into
J-Dog.
them. And there was cheese in the middle. It's quite a riff, but
Don't get me started on a cheese sizzler.
cover it in tomato sauce.
There's something about that red skin that makes it all right.
We used to,
This childhood,
we
like,
had Savaloys. We used to have Savaloys when we were
And,
kids.
and on the farm, and you
Beautiful.
still had a Savoy.
Yeah, amazing. Love them.
There's some. I
And you
like,
could always feel the fat on the roof of your mouth. How
crazy.
fatty they are.
they do have some nostalgia from childhood. I will say that.
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
why I got the Bunnings sausage, because the kids are like, oh, was it Bunnings? And they had the sausage sizzle, and people loves the sausage sizzle. And so she's like, can we get a sausage? I was like, yeah. I'll have one. And then I like bit it. I was like,
Ugh.
oh,
Yeah.
And then you drove straight to Papamau to Doug Jarvis and
did.
bought a whole lot of
I
sausages.
did. I was like, I won't be doing that again. There's all these like pork and fennel, pork and apple,
Yeah.
cracked pepper. They have amazing flavoured sausages.
Yeah.
there, eh?
Yeah.
I definitely can't lie. I've had many barbecues with those honey soy.
Oh, the hell is
Oh, that's terrible.
pretty good. What inspired you to put honey soy
I
flavour?
don't know.
Awful.
Tom
Awful.
McLaughlin, biggest fan of them, eh?
Oh God, yeah, not for me. Restaurants that don't do shared plates is the other thing that grinds my.
Yeah, that's another good thing that's happened in the food industry in New Zealand recently is
Yeah.
that we've all gone.
Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like going out
so
for dinner
good.
and having one.
Yeah.
I feel like no one likes it. There's definitely like
I know a few.
niche of men who like to go and have their.
You're
food.
so right, because I did that last night with at Alpino with my friends. And
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
get
we
to
had-
try way
we had
more.
Deal, dinner each, and I was like, this feels so different.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable because you have to eat the whole thing. Like, no one's attention spans are that long anymore. We've evolved from TV to TikTok, and we can't focus on
Such a good point.
one thing. We want to try all the different things, and then you can order more, and you can have it spread over 3 courses. Like, yeah,
Some people are basic though
yeah, I know.
and have longer attention spans than you.
Yeah, maybe that's good to have a longer attention span. But
Eat with the arms
even a
and-
steak, like Picnica does a beautiful big steak, but they slice it,
Yes.
and you
I
get
did
some
that the other night.
sides, and you share it.
It's so much better.
So you
Like,
can now
and
share a steak. There's
yeah.
no reason to not.
It can go way further
Way further. You
than
only
getting a full steak.
2 slices with a bit of sauce. Perfect.
Chimichurri on top.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Excellent. So there's really no excuse to.
Just don't overcook it.
Yeah. You'll never live it down. I've never seen you so sour. You
Well, it
didn't talk
didn't
to
help.
anyone for about 3 hours.
It didn't help that you and Cherie, I could have punched him. It's like, there's no...
It was probably the best day of my life.
But in my defence, because I was cooking this massive...
The scotch, because we usually do
Scotch.
IFL a day. I'd usually do.
Yeah, but I had it on the coal barbecue, and the coals kind of went out because we were doing other things. And I said to Cherie, can you come out and check the ribeye? So she came out, and she's like...
Don't put it back on me.
No, I am. She came and she's like, oh yeah, I reckon about 20 minutes in the oven. And so I went and put it in the oven for like 12 minutes and it was still overcooked.
But it felt raw. Like when you poked
was,
it
yeah.
felt completely raw.
Yeah.
So
But those massive ribeyes are bloody hard to cook, really.
yeah, I don't think I've ever done one that big.
It's
I won't
don't.
like that. Yeah, no, I won't.
It's
No.
too
hard to
much.
ask.
Yeah.
Like some people at the dinner table trying to be nice to you, like
Yeah, everyone apart from you and old mate.
I couldn't help it.
But when I cut into it, it still was like a little bit rare. But
Yeah.
then it goes. You
By
know,
the
when
time
you
you
cut it,
slice
yeah, it goes grey.
Yeah, it did go grey. It was actually
that-
fine.
that
It
was-
tasted really good. It was.
It was just like
on
it
your
didn't need
face.
pointed out because there was no one more disappointed than myself.
I know. Didn't we all know about it?
Your own worst critic.
Yeah.
Bloody knew that was coming up.
Speaking of overcooked things, there's another situation I wanted to bring up with you actually.
Oh,
Eat lit food. Can we talk about the egg?
oh, lordy.
So eat lit
Yeah.
food is what probably New Zealand's most well-known food reviewer.
Really? That's a big call.
Yeah, but I make big calls.
It'd be true. It'd be the most outrageous.
He'd be the most outrageous. You love him or hate him or like, I don't know, I flick between the two. Like I used to think he was great and then now I'm like just off it completely.
Likewise.
Yeah.
For valid
You'd
points.
always been quite a big fan, eh?
Sort of. I don't read his novels because they're a bit too much.
Yeah.
I like the photos.
Yeah. It's always good if you're like looking for a place to go for dinner in Auckland or
Yeah,
something and
true.
you're like,
Yeah.
it's got a really good
Yeah.
coverage
Or
of
breakfast in
everything. But-
Tauranga.
Yeah. So when he must have been down for a festival.
Bay
of
Dreams.
Bay Dreams. And I was scrolling his Instagram and I saw a picture of an overcooked egg. And when I screenshotted it and I sent it to you, I didn't think it would have been yours. I was like,
Yeah. I was on a
wonder
plane.
who's in the
I had-
firing line for this egg.
Yes.
And it was rock hard too. It wasn't
I
even
had
like,
already seen it and already screenshotted it and sent it to Connie and said, that's 98%, that's our Rosti. Because he didn't name it.
nah.
He did it on a story
yeah,
and
it
he
was a
said,
story, that's right.
F
yeah.
you, Tauranga.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, good, he didn't tag us. But then
Then the review came.
I think I was flying down to Queenstown and I turned my phone on when I landed and it just went crazy.
Oh no.
Like, crazy.
Oh, he
And
must have felt sick. Like,
yeah, like what are the chances? Like how many overcooked eggs go out a year?
yeah. And he
And
got
we,
one.
I'm not making excuses. We were absolutely slammed. But
Yeah. Yeah. Bay Dreams weekend.
it was the 4th of January.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it was the 4th. Yeah. Anyway, the egg was like.
Wasn't like
So
here, was
for
it?
an hour.
It was literally cooked
Yeah.
for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did this review, which was, but a lot of the comments were like,
You had
because
some
he
support, eh?
absolutely slaughtered us.
Yeah.
And it was kind of 50-50, maybe even more so like in defence for us.
Well,
which
we
is
all come.
interesting.
Everyone's like, because
Yeah.
Elizabeth, the cafe that George owns, it's usually it's usually perfect. It's always,
Yeah.
it's always great.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that, and that's obviously why he went there because people would have been like, go there.
Yeah.
Just got.
But
there
we got a lot of followers from it. And we had like people coming in the next few days being like, oh, I'm down from Auckland. I've specifically come because I saw that bad review.
Hey guys, we went a bit over time with this podcast, so we've split it into 2 halves. So if you'd like to hear some more from George, Cam and myself, your part 2 will be up soon.